Hey guys, thanks for tuning into this episode of the Game of Gymnastics podcast. This week I'm joined by Jamie Lewis, the current English and British all-around champion that has recently been selected for and, at the time of uploading this, competed at the Senior European Championships. We'll talk about his success this year, how he came back from injury and setbacks to achieve it, and what his future goals are as a British and international gymnast. I hope you enjoy. Welcome to the Game of Gymnastics podcast. Thank you all for listening. Thank you very much for coming on. Today we've got a very excited guest, the current English and British all-around champion, Jamie Lewis. Thank you very much, Jamie, for coming on.
Thank you for having me. It's great. I'm excited to be here. Really.
Yes, very nice. So, let's just start from the beginning. How did you get into gymnastics?
Well, so I was 7 years old. Very hyperactive, as everyone really has the same sort of thing. They're quite hyperactive. And then I think I must have seen. I was good friends with my next door neighbour, and he started doing some backflips, and I think I peeked over the fence, something like that. And yeah, he was doing all these backflips and stuff. And then I think the competitiveness came out of me, and I was like, I'm gonna try and do a backflip as well if he's doing it. So I started doing a backflip, trying it by myself completely, just on the grass, from myself onto my head. And then as I started going around the side doing the backflips, I was going more upside down. So I started doing it, and I could do it. And then I showed my friend next door, and then he was like, you should go to the gym that I go to. You're quite good. And then I was like, yeah, sure. So took me to a gym club. And yeah, I went to the class, did my things, did some handstands, did some backflips, and then they said, Can we speak to your dad at the end or something? And then they just said, we can't really teach you anything. You're quite good. So I think you need to go to the one that's opposite, that's just down the road. So I went over to that gym, which is Winston Gymnastics Club, and yeah, I went in for one of the sessions. Did my same thing, backflips that I taught myself in the back garden, handstands and everything. And then I got asked, have you ever done gymnastics before? I said, no. So I got asked by this gentleman by the name of Simon Elliott. He asked, could I speak to your mum or dad at the end? I was like, yeah, sure. So yeah, he spoke to my mum and dad. I think my mum at the time. And yeah, he just said, I want him in the squad. And then that's how I got into it, really.
Brilliant.
First question. Let's go. It's smooth. Sorry. Let's go.
I love the enthusiasm. It's brilliant. I love it. So what were your early years in the sport like? You said you were obviously quite talented if you could teach yourself to do backflips and handstands and stuff. So what were those early years like?
Oh, man. I think I just wanted more. I think I just fell into the sport so much. And then as soon as I could see other people doing all these big things, I remember literally walking through the gym and looking up someone doing a giant on rings. I remember just saying to myself, I want to do that. Whoa, what is that? What is this person doing? Everything. And yeah, all it was just honing down the just fundamentals and just really important things in gymnastics. Just making sure you have a tight body, your toes are pointed, your legs are straight, you're nice and flexible, the conditioning. And yeah, those are the early days, really. I think just doing the constant drills yourself. And yeah, that's all it was. Just chipping away at the things that are going to help you push towards having those good habits and then making your gymnastics flourish in the long run. So yeah,
Absolutely.
I flourish. Wow, sorry. Go on.
Very nice. I like it. Don't worry. So, what about first times competing and nationally, for example? What were those like? Because did you do the national finals, elite grades, whatever you want to call them?
Yeah, I did do elite grades. I can't remember too much about the early days, the early competitions of elite grades. But I remember coming, I think maybe fourth in one of them.
Yeah.
The one that I can remember. Excuse me. Yeah, that's I remember coming third or fourth, And then I won a couple of them. Yeah, those ones are quite vivid, I think. But I remember thinking, like, when I lost one of them, I was like, oh no, like I felt like proper like devastated. I was really upset about it. Because doing like elite grades and stuff was very like, you have to be very neat and tidy and very on point, which obviously we're trying to do still now. So yeah, that was something I really like helped me push towards doing that. Obviously implementing what we're doing at the moment. So, which is I think is such a great system for us to all to do. So yeah, it's quite a vivid memory of like competing in like during like elite grades and everything. But yeah, I think they're really good competitions to do.
Nice. So moving forwards towards like junior career, what was that like?
Junior career, I'd
Sort of,
say. Sorry.
I was going to say like end of under 14 to under 18.
Well, I think during that time, because it's like I think because I was so much younger and just relying on like a lot of youthful energy and everything that I was doing. I think I wouldn't say it was like a breeze. I still worked really hard for it, and I was doing what I was doing. But it was just I think it was just all experience. It was mainly experience doing the Britishes, Englishes, all these other competitions, London Opens, everything. And yeah, I think it was just like I don't know what you call it when you're like in awe. Like I just like your mouth open, like what's going on? Go ahead, do your gymnastics, do this, do your gymnastics and everything. I mean, just doing what I usually do. But I think it was just like a really cool straight through journey. Obviously, there was this like ups and downs and stuff. I did have like a little odd injury here and there, but I don't know. Yeah, it was a good like nice run, like junior run. I really enjoyed it.
Right. Did you do any like internationals or anything? Did you like stay in squad the whole time?
I did. How many I don't know how many I did a lot of internationals. Did a lot of four ways.
Mm.
I did the European Championships in 2016. I was in the European team. I did EOF, European Youth Olympic Festival. Yeah, I did quite a bit. Yeah, and I was in the squad as well. So, yeah, that's it. Really.
So how was the transition from there to senior gymnastics?
How was the transition? It was pretty intense because at the time going from 8 skills to 10, so we're all just figuring out what can we do for those 2 extra skills, and obviously stepping up to like the big dogs. You know, it was like kind of like, whoa, okay, we're here now. We need to step up even more. Yeah, I think that was quite a good experience. I think that was the start of something, you know, to sort of help towards what was happening and to like give a lot of ourselves to the sport so we can sort of make room for ourselves. Yeah, definitely. We can push forward to that, to even more things. Yeah.
Nice.
You hit me with mad questions. Sorry. You hit me with some mad questions. Sorry, go on.
It's all good.
Oh my god. Making me think. You're making me think. Like, you're actually making me think. Sorry.
Were you not expecting to?
Sorry?
Were you not expecting to think?
No, I was like, this is gymnastics. I'm like really thinking, like, because it's all been vivid, like, do you know what I mean? Like, we do it 24/7.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't know.
You don't often reflect on it, do you? You just sort of go through it and try and push for the future, like constantly.
That's
you
it.
don't really often reflect on the past and what's happened to you and how you've got to where you are.
No, only recently I've done that. Like during my junior stuff, I just thought gymnastics, win, improve, experience, have fun. That's it.
Mm.
I don't have any proper like insights of it. Like, I don't know, because it's just like the same thing each time wherever you go. I think for me, I don't know. Maybe it's just like a boring answer. I don't know. Maybe it's like people have like other, but only recently I've done that. Like thinking about what I'm doing now more. So, but yeah, sorry, so sorry.
No, it's okay. You don't have to apologise. It's okay.
I just don't know how this works, but anyway, yeah.
No, you're all good. So,
Sorry.
within your senior career, obviously you will have had quite a few ups and downs. I know, especially last year when you injured yourself at the Welsh, was it?
It was the Welsh, yes.
Yeah. Obviously that must have been quite tough. So why don't you talk us through that?
Yeah, it was a tough time because at that point, I was really willing to like give my all into the gymnastics, and I was working really hard towards it. It was Olympic year, and my coach asked if I wanted to do the Welsh just to set things up a little bit more, and I said yes. And yeah, I was really working hard with these routines. Like I was putting in the graft. There's times where you just like literally like I'm done, and you have that one more go. It was just like that one more go was like you could literally cry.
Yeah.
So you just get on with it. You suck it up. You just get on with it. So yeah, it was one of those ones where it's like one more. Oh my gosh, one more go. Just I was working hard and everything, and then my guard started going, the dowel in my guard, which helps you grip around the bar, for anyone who doesn't know. And I got new guards. I got these Hype Protect guards, these like a bit more tougher guards. And then I just felt like I was slipping inside them. So I just asked a friend if I could like use his, which you shouldn't do. And then I used them. I did some good routines with them, and I was really happy with them. Never thought anything of it. Just thought it was going to be a normal high bar routine each day, which it was. And then I asked if I can take his guards to the competition. Went to podium, and then I wrapped my hand around the bar. And yeah, it was one of the most painful things I've ever felt physically. It was definitely the start of something that was just unbelievable to me, because I couldn't believe it was happening, because I was really focusing towards like something, I don't know, getting at least, I don't know, what's it called? Was it like reserve? I think something like that. Just trying to push towards that, because I just didn't have the greatest background with trying to get onto that team for Olympics. But yeah, something out of it. But yeah, it just fully went straight down. And it was tough. Yeah.
Hey guys, Winston here. I hope you're enjoying the episode so far. If you are, please do leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you can. Also, if you want more gymnastics content from me, you can check out my Instagram at wpowell05 or my TikTok at winstonpowell5. Thank you, and let's get back to the episode. Yeah, I remember being there at that podium training and just seeing you. Well, I didn't actually see you do that, but everyone in the gym turned to look, and I was just like, what's going on? It was. I just remember hearing about it, not even like seeing it, and even that was a lot. It's tough. So how was the process out of that, like as in recovering from it and getting back to where you are now, I suppose?
It was just really confusing. I just didn't know what I was going to do, didn't know where I was going to go, didn't know what was going to happen next. I couldn't lift up my finger. The ligaments was fully like gone. Couldn't lift my finger. I was thinking, can I do pommel? Am I going to do floor? Can I even do a handstand? I don't know what I was going to do. I was really confused. Everyone was doing their thing. Olympics, competitions, and I really missed the sport. And I was just like, I don't know what's going on. And something came out of me where I was just like, I missed the sport so much. And I tried to do runs on vault, hit the springboard, jump over the vault, obviously not touching my hands, do some trampoline. And I just knew each day I was like, my body is like degrading. It was like, I'm losing things that I've built up for this competition for the Welsh, and it's each day, and I was like, no, I can't, need to keep it up, but I couldn't do anything. I didn't literally have my left hand, and then I got referred to a hand specialist, and he referred me to someone else in the NHS, in the hand specialist department, where they looked at my hand and they said they can do a surgery. And yeah, during the whole appointments that I was having, just asked me questions, just, how long have I got during, like, have I got a lot of time in gymnastics? Just scary questions. So I'm thinking, like, what is, like, am I going to do? Like, can I do the things I need to do? And yeah, just each time I come back home from the appointments, I don't know. A part of me wanted to be happy and be like, oh, it's improving after the surgery and stuff as well. But I don't know, it's like, it's not over yet. I can't get my hopes up, whilst everyone's still doing their gymnastics, doing these competitions and stuff. Yeah, something was like captivating inside, if that's the word. Well, just making sure I was all good to go. So, yeah, it was a tough process, but it was what I needed to keep the fire going, I think.
Yeah. So how long did it actually take you to get back from that, as in back to doing sort of anything on your hand and then back to full fitness?
I think they gave me the green light in November. So from February to October, November, I think. Yeah.
Wow.
Even then, I did a couple of things. They were like, you can sort of do things now, but you should be careful. You shouldn't, but you can. So it was like sort of up to me. So I did try things here and there. That was when I was starting to do things. Literally like late October, I think I want to say, nearly start of November, and then getting back to full fitness, that was crazy because my mind's still in February where I was doing all these routines and working really hard, but my body wasn't there.
Yeah.
But I think that was just as good because my mind was there anyway. So I was still pushing myself and just accepting the graft of it. So yeah, just getting back to full health was like full fitness. Sorry, was like I think January, but like around like January, I was like sort of getting somewhere, and then February as well. Yeah, that was consolidating things. Still didn't feel 100%. Still felt a bit shaky. I was like, what am I doing here? This is crazy. I'm doing this again. Obviously, I don't think anyone is when they come back from like a really big injury, but yeah, still pushing towards English. And yeah, then obviously had until the end of February onto English. Yeah, I was quite ready just to put my arm up. I wasn't really like too bothered about results or anything. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you clearly did something right. I mean, yeah. So I was just looking back at the scores. Won by nearly 3 marks. English all around 82-25, which is a ridiculous score. And then again, the only person to break 80 at the British as well, winning by over a mark. So, what do you think sort of attributed to that? Like, what was it, a mindset thing? Was it something else?
Man, it was just the mind. It's definitely just the mindset. Just the mindset. I mean, when something gets taken away from you unexpectedly or anything, and you realize what that thing was to you, like, that cliche sort of like thing where you never know what you have until it's gone.
Yeah.
And you get threatened. Like, you're just getting these like things where I don't know if you'll get it back to there, and then you're like, wow, this thing was actually like so important to me, and I don't care about anything else. I just want this thing back. Nothing else that's attached to it. And yeah, when you lose that, it's like, it's crazy. So yeah, I think the mindset of just trying to get this thing back and like treat it like, like I treat it really preciously and like just really appreciate it. So I think just going into these competitions was just like, I miss that feeling of putting my arm up, miss that feeling of having that little bit of pressure, doing a routine. So I think it was just the mindset of like, I'm just gonna enjoy myself. That's all it was about. That's literally what it was about. Just enjoy myself, to put my arm up, and this is what we do. This is just what we do. There's nothing else to it.
Brilliant.
Just enjoying it. Yeah, man.
Nice. Do you think that the code change has been in your favour as well? And do you think that could have attributed to it, especially going down from 10 skills to 8 skills and building routine fitness? Because obviously coming back after so long off must have been tough.
Yeah. I didn't see too much. I haven't really thought about the code change too much, like of how it suits me. But it does suit me. It seems like. But yeah, I think it's still the same thing, even if it is just 8 skills. I think it is still just the same thing. I haven't really thought about it too much. But because obviously coming back from the wrist injury, I think I still had to do a big job of like with just getting the fitness up and everything. So yeah, I didn't really think about it too much. I'm still trying to get my head around the code. I think it's all a bit fancy when it all changes and everything. So yeah, I don't think too much about it.
Yeah.
Apart from what counts. Sorry, with like how it works. Do you know what I mean? That's it. Sorry.
You what?
Like apart from like how it actually works. Like I'm not fully like, oh, I don't care about the code.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. Like just like what I actually like. Do you know what I mean? But I just haven't really thought about like the 10 to 8. Like, even if it's 12, I'm like, okay.
Sure, fair enough.
I don't know.
It's like, I'll put an extra 2 in, fuck it.
Yeah, literally. Like, if that's the thing, everyone has to do it. So I was like, okay, let's go.
Yeah. I get that. So would you say you focus more on your execution or your difficulty?
I think execution, definitely execution. I'm still thinking like, I can add in the difficulty here and there, but definitely execution. I think I can be very neat. Yeah.
So you'd rather do like an easier routine done well than a bigger routine just for the sake of like getting out there?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm more like in the middle. I think I'll add those little bits where it's like, ooh, but then afterwards just show a little bit of neatness. Because, yeah, I think people can do both. But I think that's really tough to keep up, I think. I think you need a good balance of it. I think that's what we're obviously trying to do. We're trying to show the big skills and everything, but also implementing, like, making everything neat and tidy. So I think that's quite difficult. So I think people like myself, like, can also show that as well. Make it really neat and tidy, but show a little bit of difficulty here and there. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm just looking at your start scores now. So you got, well, for the English, especially, like specifically 5 on floor, 5-6 pommel, 4-8 rings, 4-8 vault, 5-1 P bars, 4-9 high bar. Those are big, like relatively big D scores, well, especially for like within Great Britain. Like those are the sort of scores that a lot of people are working towards, especially pommels. Would you say that's like your specialty? Or would you say something else? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I just have just a bit of nerves on pommel, I think. Just to swing it and do it how I usually do it. But yeah, it's definitely is a specialty. But when I get a feel of pommel, I can be really good, I think. And it's just something I'm still working on at the moment because I think I can be good at it. Something's like, ooh,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing I struggle with on pommel is literally just getting consistent and going start to finish consistently every time, and also having a good circle in those routines. Because normally I'm just sort of fighting to get through.
Yeah.
How do you sort of, is it literally just numbers for you?
It is just numbers. Build up the fitness. And then you just find like, you don't need to be doing that much on pommel. It's kind of weird. Like you're just stationary. You're just doing this really on pommel, aren't you? You're just going like side to side, like going around in circles with your top half. Obviously, your bottom half's going like mad.
Yeah.
But you need to like just relax a little bit. I think that's all it is. If you just relax and just feel the pommel, feel the actual circle, just let everything swing, go around. It's easier. It's kind of weird. Like, that's why I think people get really frustrated with pommel. They get really frustrated. They literally want to punch it off. It's like the thing that's standing on, like, with its legs, whatever. Because it's easy. It's easy but difficult. It's like easy but difficult. You know what I mean? Like, because like people know it's easy. So like, oh, why is it not getting get frustrated? Like, that's the thing. You need to calm down. Like, the horse is actually an animal. That's why it's called a pommel horse. You don't punch an actual horse, do you? Just chill. You know what I mean? So that's what I think. That's what it is. Just chill, fill the circle, and go. Just keep doing it. You know what I mean? You're not gonna punch the horse when you're told. Sorry. That's it.
That's probably a good way of looking at it. To be fair, well, I can't say I've never gotten annoyed by pommel before. Can't say I'm not guilty of that. But I've seen people get very, very annoyed at pommel before, and the pommel always wins. Like, so, yeah.
So hot. You've seen them things that kick. You've seen them things. They can kick. They kick. You're behind it. Boom. That leg. However big that leg is. Oh, that's why they say horsepower, isn't it? Right? Damn. I mean, sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
I don't know. I'm going off a little bit.
It's content. I love it. Okay. Okay, let's go into the British. Obviously, you had what I would classify as like the competition of a lifetime, because one all around, and then in the finals, fourth on floor, first on pommel, third on rings, didn't do vault, didn't qualify for P-bars, first on high bar. Like, you definitely the most successful person there at the very least, and not something like a quick clean. I haven't seen a clean sweep like that since Commonwealth Games Birmingham. So what was that like?
Yeah, crazy. I think it was crazy. I had these like visions when I had like my wrist injury. I was like just picturing myself back in that arena, because I've been there since like 2019. I haven't been in that big arena since 2019. So I was like, I really want to get back in that arena, like, because it's such a good arena that we can compete in. Because it used to be in like basketball gyms or something, apparently, which is crazy. Into something that we've like done now, like people around the whole arena, which is crazy. So I had these like visions when I was like injured. I was like, oh, I want to get back in that arena. I'm like, just imagine like looking like around, be like, I'm here. So yeah, just getting back out there was like just being in that arena was like, yes, that's like, this is the win already, because this is replicate anything major, and we get to do that at the British. We can actually have something so amazing that people actually spend their money on sitting in these chairs and watching our amazing gymnastics. Like, do you know what I mean? It's so cool. And the presentation as well, like when we walk out and everything, like big screen, audience, presenters and everything. I think it's amazing. So that experience, yeah, it was great. Everyone gets together. The venue's really close to hotels and everything, so we bump into a few people. Yeah, you're right. You know, everyone has a good time. There's food everywhere. You know, everybody likes food. And yeah, it's just a great event to go to, I think. Sorry, what was the question again? Like, what was
Okay, let's I'll start with a different one and then I'll go back onto it. Because I wanted to ask, because you said you hadn't been in there since 2019. I understand 2020, 2021 because one was lockdown, one was in Cardiff.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Sorry,
low battery mode.
All good. What about 2022 2 and 3? Because obviously 2024 you didn't do because the injury you had at Welsh. What about 2022, 2023? Because that was in the same arena.
Yes. So 2020. Oh, it wasn't though. 2022. I broke my.
3 wasn't
Wasn't.
because the only reason I don't remember that is because I wasn't there either.
You're not. Oh wow.
No, I was at Junior Worlds.
Okay. Sick.
2022 was. I know that one because I did do that one.
Okay. Well, 2022, I broke my left hand doing an under semi-half.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought it was later down in the year in 2022, so I'm like, whoa, what the poo? So, yeah, I broke my left hand, the ring finger. Is it metacarpal or metatarsal? I think metatarsal is your foot.
Metatarsals is foot, carpals is hand. So carpals are there, metacarpals are there, tarsals, ankles, metatarsals.
Yes, yeah. Love that. Smart. Let's go. Yeah. So I broke this hand, and yeah, I missed out. And then obviously 2023 came, and it was like in the smaller gym. I don't know. It didn't really feel like a British. Really, it was a British, obviously, but I just didn't feel the normal, big arena, hyping it up, everything.
Yeah, it's like 2021 didn't feel like the big British either. Like it was in the same arena as the Welsh was.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the same.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird times, obviously.
It mattered just as much in terms of selection scores and in terms of everything else, but it just wasn't the same.
It wasn't the same. No. It's a unique twist that we had. Going from having these Britishes and different things. So it just made me really appreciate more of where we're doing it and where we've come from when we used to do it, when Daniel Purvis and them heads.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah,
and what we're doing right now. So yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, it is really cool to be able to compete in the same arena that all of those big gymnasts have done it in. All of those gymnasts have done the British and potentially won it, and you've now gone ahead and done exactly that. And yeah, must be a great feeling.
Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't think it fully has, still hasn't really. I think I do get these moments where I'm like, I think, British champ, that's pretty cool.
You are British champ, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, no, literally, it was pop up, and I'm like, whoa, I'm actually like, whoa. But I don't like to. I've had this conversation with many people. I don't like to fully dive into it and be like, yeah, I'm this and this, because I think I just lose track of what actually the next step I'm taking. Because my head's just still stuck there, you know what I mean? Because British was 2 months ago now, something like that, 2 months. But yeah, I do have these little moments where I'm like, there's something really proud to look back on. But yeah, it's cool. It is cool. I'm really happy about it. Now, just thinking about it a little bit more now. I'm like,
You're really happy.
I'm really happy about that. Something to you, because you get your name engraved in the trophy. So I'm like, that's something a part of.
Yeah,
that's a part of me. That's a part of that now. Forever. So
big part of British gymnastics history now.
Yeah, man.
Can't take your name off that. That's awesome.
Really happy about it. Thank you.
If you're like me, you struggle with rips on your hands, seemingly at the worst possible times, like in a competition prep, for example. I'm proud to partner with Wad and Dunn, who have a solution for us gymnasts to help us train and protect our hands in the process. I especially recommend their rip guards for apparatus using grips or guards, whatever you want to call them, high bar, rings or A-bars, and their 3-step hand care kit to make sure your halluses are strong and rip resistant without making them soft. Use my code POWELL at checkout or my link in the description for 10% off at checkout. Now, back to the episode. So, now going ahead, because of all of those competitions that you've done this year, you've now been selected for the European team, which, first off, congratulations. That's really cool. By the time this is out, you probably will have already competed. But how does it feel to be a part of that team now?
Again, I haven't really thought about it too much, but during the process that we're doing at the moment, the 2 camps that I've been to now for the whole preparation, it's just, I think I've forgotten being in squad and having that prep with the team to go away and do the competition, I've forgotten how amazing that is. Like, really, the moments, the graph that you're all like putting together, and yeah, just the friendship you build off of it. It's like that's the main thing. That's the main thing, and that's what it's about. It's just those moments like during that, because it is literally the journey. It is literally the journey. That's the most important, like the most important thing. So yeah, I think being in that team is just like, yeah, I'm really grateful to be a part of that, and it does really like give me that extra like motivation to like push and do the best I can for myself and for the team as well. So yeah, I think it's just such a great thing to be a part of. Yeah, I'm really grateful for it, and yeah, I'm excited as well. So
Yeah. So what's it been like actually training alongside the guys? Because obviously you'll probably know them quite well, but you haven't been a part of the squad system for a while. So, like, yeah, what's it been like sort of reintegrating, I suppose?
um, it's been mixtures, I think, because I've been away obviously from the GB squad, so I've sort of like gained these certain things to like be by myself and just get on with my work and everything, and like not talk that much and everything. So yeah, getting back into it was, kind of like I was doing the same thing like during the prep camp. Just got on my own thing. I knew everyone. I wouldn't say a lot. Just before I came off squad, I knew a fair few of everyone, such as like Harry, a little bit Luke. Yeah, a little bit Harry, a little bit Luke. Obviously, I knew Jake, Cameron as well. No Courtney. But Jonas as well. Jonas, funny character, really funny character. I like Jonas.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Jonas is great. Had him on
He's
the podcast with like it was him, Mikey, and Elliot. Oh, it was a brilliant one.
who is it? Oh, that's so cool.
It was
Oh,
brilliant.
which one's that? I should listen to that one. Yeah, he's a great character. So like, yeah, just like these new people coming up, or it's just it's good. It's cool to like get involved and like getting to know them and everything. So yeah, like I haven't even been to a proper full squad, so I don't know who is what now. Like who was in the squad and stuff. Still getting to know people. Yeah, but so far I've just met Jonas. Really, that's it. So it's giving me that little extra like, oh, I'm looking forward to see like who else is here. So yeah, just implementing still like being doing what I've done before my wrestling before I was in squad, but also like being open to like getting to know everyone and like building the team up through my own character as well to like help the chemistry. So I'm looking forward
Yeah,
to it.
yeah, I get that. Do you feel any more pressure now that you've had the success of the British and English, or is it literally just doing the same thing as before, just trying to enjoy it because you're back now?
I tell you what. So I had English, and it was like no pressure. It was like I didn't feel like any pressure. I did feel a little bit of pressure, but I haven't done anything, so like I didn't like have any pressure. And someone said to me like, "Oh, you don't have any pressure. It's all good." Like, and I was like, "Oh yeah, true. Like, I just need to put my arm on. I haven't had comp for ages." And yeah, that's what helped me. That's what helped me. And I had a really good score. And then British came, obviously. And I felt then, because I did so well at English, I was like, okay, I'm caring about scores a little bit. So the nerves got to me a little bit. I did some better gymnastics at the British than at the English. I messed up my vault a little bit as well. I did 1.5 instead of 2.5. But yeah. So I think nerves got to me a little bit, especially with the arena and everything. So I think I was caring about scores a little bit.
I do remember that vault. Like, I think, considering the fact that you you didn't do the vault you were intending to do and did a 1.5 instead of 2.5. You landed it so well. Like you've like managed to sort of worm your way around it so well and actually have a decent vault still. Like
Yeah.
it was so
no,
to watch.
I was really happy with it. Yeah. I remember just being in midair and I was just like, I don't know, my body just did something. I went to like wrap in really quick, obviously for 2.5 like you're supposed to do. And then like I knew I was gonna make it. And that's what I think is so cool about like being a gymnast, like the spatial awareness and like a split second. You know you're not gonna make it. So I was like, I don't know, I just opened out. And then I just happened to open out at a good like sort of pocket for me to like come out as a 1.5. And then I don't know, just naturally played it off. Like I don't know, just I was like, oh, it's alright, just next thing now. Boom, presented, got off. And then my coach, I didn't expect him to be like, oh my gosh, like what you done? He just fist bumped me. He was like, this is why you're such a good gymnast. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like, let's go. And it gave me that motivation to like continue the comp really good. So yeah, I was really happy about it. You did like did you do an analysis on your 2.5 as well? Because I remember seeing your 2.5.
I haven't like done like actually no, I think I did slow it down a good bit. Yeah, you'll be able to see that.
You took it like
as of the time of uploading this, you will be able to see my my British reaction video, and I advise you watch the YouTube video because I slow down my vault and you can see the landing. It is terrible. It is genuinely awful because like from the side, it doesn't actually look quite as bad. From the front, you see a straight leg, twisted ankle, and my left leg like fully like bends in to like compensate. It's such a bad landing.
you took it like a champ.
I didn't like the only thing that I felt was the rolled ankle. That was it. Like I didn't feel anything else really. my cruciate ligaments must have been working on overdrive. But like genuinely, I don't know how I survived even. Like I've been in a wheelchair after that one.
It was crazy. I was landing, I was like, oh, and I was like expecting to like jump down like to your knees and be like, oh, I need someone, but you were just like presented, and it was it.
I just presented and looked a bit scared. That was pretty much it.
Yeah, everyone was like, "You're right, Winston. You're right." You're like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah. Yeah. You jumped down and got ready for P-bar, and everyone was like, "You're up." Like everyone was like, getting ready for P-bar, and we're just like looking at you, and you're like, "Winston, you're right." Yeah, I'm right. I'm good. You're like, fine.
No worries.
Yeah, you did it though. You took it like a champ though. You finished the comp. Sick, bro. Guess.
Yeah, I mean, my P-bars weren't great, but my high bar and my floor were, so I'll take it.
Yes. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that high bar final was so good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was cool.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
I mean, I was kind of hurting beforehand, but for the actual, like, in terms of the actual performance and everything, like, and watching everyone else compete and everything, it was so good. It was so
good. No, it was really cool.
There was quite a few falls. That was what, 3 falls? But yeah, like, your routine, Alex's routine, that squat fall in Alex's routine was so good.
Yeah, he banged it.
Like, literally banging handstand. It was mixed, but still.
Still impressive.
Still really good.
If you wanted to. No. Sorry, to finish off your...
Yeah, sorry. I got a soft track then.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. Nah, I like it. It's good. It's good, like, building it. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, the nerves and stuff. Yeah, I think... I thought about the scores and everything at the British. And then, yeah, I did do better, but I don't feel like I did because I thought about scores and everything. And the rings as well. They took the rings down, like, as in the people were heavily deducting everyone.
Yeah, rings was a tough one to get a good score on. Like, yeah. Rings scores were relatively low. Obviously, other than like Harry and Courtney because they're ridiculous. But yeah, like, Zion did a better routine in qualies than he did in the final, and he's got 12.9 in the qualification and 13.2 in the final. So it was like...
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. But they did it to everyone, which is, I guess, is fair enough. But still, like, we still want, like, a bit more of, like, an authentic overall score.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what that would have, like, done. I don't know what that would happen. It would have changed a lot. But still, I don't know. I think it's a bit strange. But anyway, yeah. But yeah, still, the main thing that took over it was just like, right, I'm at the British. I'm back in this arena. It's been, 6 years since I've been in this arena. Let's go. And I think that's just what took over everything. I was just really happy to be in the arena, enjoying it, not thinking about scores or anything. A little bit I was, but I was like, nah, just do the routines, everything. And I think that's what helped again. And then I think what happened was I went to Croatia, a World Cup.
Yep.
That's when it took a little bit of a jump. I was like, okay, I'm really happy to be back here because I've done it before. Yeah, I'm really happy like to be back here and everything. And then I think just wearing the GB flag again, going from one thing to the next, like English, British, GB squad. I'm back in GB squad. You're going away to do a competition for GB. Boom. Now I'm thinking, okay, I've got to think about scores. I've got to think about getting qualification to get in a final. Oh no, I was like excited, but I think about them things. It just I sort of like crept in a bit, my shuttle a bit, instead of actually remaining like, no, just have fun. It's okay. You've been here before. It's all good. Don't think about the prize money because before I was going away, I was like, oh, there's prize money. Like, oh, but when I just thought about all these things that could help me and stuff like that, but just it doesn't. It doesn't. It's just bonus, but I think it's the same sort of thing. Just need to. That was a really big lesson though, going away for that World Cup. Just enjoying it. Literally the main thing, the same thing from the English. Besides if there's like money involved, scores and stuff, it's literally the same thing. And it's just like, just enjoying it, reminding myself like during it, like, okay, like this is the main thing. It's just the journey about it. That's all. But yeah.
Yeah. So what's the mindset going into Euros then? Is it going to be similar, just like enjoy it?
Yeah, it's just the same thing. I think when I was doing the English, during that whole process, being like, oh, sorry, I'm on 10%, that's crazy. During the whole process, just being like, enjoy this moment. Enjoy like you're in the middle of it now. Like you're in the middle of it and you're doing it right now. Whether it's like in the middle of a pom routine, you've got a rings routine next or something, training session, it's like 3:00, whatever. Those are the points where you're like, right, like I'm in the middle. Let's go into it now. Like, come on, like these are the most like valuable parts, but enjoyable because it's not the actual competition. So just go into it even more. That's what training is for. So it's just taking my mind there more and enjoy it and just do the routine, get better, just do the numbers, enjoy it, get through the graph, get to the competition, and literally you should be like, do you know what? I've literally done it all. Like I have nothing to be like worried about or anything. And you just know you've done everything in training to when you get to the competition, it's just like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Shouldn't be nervous. Okay, I'll feel a little bit nervous, but I've just done everything. And I've enjoyed that journey as well during the training. So now, no matter what happens, I'm going to leave with my head held high. So I think that's like literally what I'm going to be thinking about going into this Euros. Nothing about scores, nothing about anything. Just enjoy my routine. Apparatus by apparatus, skill by skill, and just helping out the team, being a good teammate and helping the chemistry flow. That's it.
Very nice. Yeah. I think that's a good mindset to have in competitions. Now that, if we look past Euros, or to be fair, even 2 Euros, what's your biggest goal now in the sport?
Biggest goal? Is to win an Olympic medal. Have my face on that. I have one of those posters. That's it. Get my name on them, and just go down in one of the people who amazing history. Be a part of that amazing history in gymnastics. That's it. That's literally it. And go further than that. I think like with it, what I can inspiring younger gymnasts, upcoming gymnasts and stuff.
Nice. I like that. Yeah, I think having your name on that wall at Lilleshall would be so sick. I mean, I don't know how they're going to fit everyone in eventually, because I would assume, hopefully, that they're going to get more and more and more. And if they go all the way back to, 2012 or 2008, actually, as they have with Lewis Smith, there's going to be quite a few coming up, I suppose, because like Max is gone and Lewis is gone, and obviously they have their individual ones for the teams. So if we get a team medal and an individual medal, we've got like an extra 2 that need to go up, and it's not 100% sure how it's going to work, but I think having that up there, and because so many gymnasts go into Lilleshall as well, like so many kids, so having your face up there as an inspiration for them, that'd be sick.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I really want that. Yeah, definitely. I think it's so cool.
Nice. There's not much else I can really say to that.
Okay.
So when you say like inspiring the next generation, other than having your name up on the wall of Lilleshall, what does that actually mean to you?
What does that mean to me? I think just really igniting something in like the kids where they can actually really believe in themselves, and just, I don't know, getting through to them in a way where, I don't know, I can simplify something, or I can make something seem a little bit more doable that they can do. Or so they might be going through a different sort of, a particular part of their lives where I can, I don't know, where I was, maybe I could have done something sooner for myself. And maybe that's just the key for them to just push through to the next thing. I think just making it really possible, no matter what position you're in, just to help them like really believe in themselves. Not just that, just know that they can do it. Because I think if you just believe in something, there's still a bit of room for like doubt.
Yeah. So almost like, well, partially like learning from your mistakes, almost.
Yeah.
And then also just a little bit more self-belief in terms of being able to achieve what you have achieved and sort of getting to where you are almost, and then further potentially as well.
Yeah. Literally just that. Yeah.
So what advice would you give a gymnast that is maybe struggling a little bit, maybe doesn't feel like they can get into like the GB system, for example? What advice would you give them?
I would say see what your weaknesses are. See what your strengths are. And just work on your weaknesses, I think. And really consolidate what they are. And I think just work out a resolvement to like knowing what these weaknesses are and settle for what you want them to be and where you want them to get to. And then obviously that will help into your strengths. I think just really sort like, the self-development of like what's happening within the gymnast, I think. Because I think that will just make such a big difference. I think it's just like really like making sure in yourself, this is what I'm going to do, I think. Because then you'll just follow through with it. If you have any questions like after, I think it's just like you haven't really made up your mind. Whatever that may be, you might find later on when you made that decision, it's not going to work for you. Oh, I made the wrong decision. No, you didn't. You just found a new path that this isn't going to work. So go and do this other thing then. It's a little bit like that. They have to find out for themselves. You can't give the exact answer. I think you have to find out yourself, but be willing to actually fully go and experience that path, come back, go a different way, but still be willing to get through what you're doing. Don't stop. Like Winston Churchill said. I know Winston, but Winston Churchill. If you're going through hell, keep going. Keep going. I believe in that so truly. Like, don't stop there. If you're going through it, don't stop. Because something will come out of it. Like, you just can't stop there. If you go, oh, no, that's it. You're going to stay there. And that piece of your mind is going to stay there. No, keep going. It might seem like, no, I'm not getting anywhere. This sucks. Oh, my gosh. No, just go, okay, this sucks, but I'm going to keep going. it just will like subside. Is that the word? It will happen. Like something will come out of it, and you will find a way. It might not. Sometimes it might happen. Like, oh, it just clicks. Like you're like, wow, that idea came. That's happened to me so many times. Like I've been so tough. It's been so tough. Something clicks naturally. Like I'll just think of something, and then it will work for me. And it's weird. Like what? Like imagine I didn't. Like I don't know. I think like what would happen if I didn't follow through with that? I would not have gotten this. So I'll be like, oh, I'm so like appreciate this so much. I thought like I went through with this, so I can think like this. Because if I didn't think like that, I wouldn't have achieved that. And that happened to me so many times at the English and the British as well. It was crazy. So you just need to keep going. Go through it with yourself as well, because then you'll learn a lot about yourself as well. And then you'll find the next door to open. Might not be the right one, but if it's the wrong one, you know the next one is one closer to the right one at the end. That's it. I think. Just don't stop. If you really just make that decision, I think just make that decision. If you want to do it or not, really do. Then keep going all the way through. Just keep going. Something will happen. Will. It's the law of the universe. Like, it really is. Honestly, truly believe it. It does. It will happen. I've witnessed that in my life. Like, I really have. Like, will happen. Go, do it. Go. Just go. I don't know. I'm getting hyped up. Just go. Do it. Come on. Just go.
So, if you could give yourself a piece of advice, like back when you were a few years ago, let's say, what would it be? Would it be similar? Would it be just keep going?
Yeah, that was definitely that. That was something for myself. Yeah, I think, before my wrist injury, like on high bar, for example, like I was like, normally I'll stop there at my high bar. And my coach would be like, okay, like what, like you're going to do one more now. Like, okay, next go, really like make yourself do it now. But obviously I think when you get older as a gymnast, you sort of have more of a say because you're old, like you're an adult. Obviously, as much as your coach wouldn't like you to sort of just do that, he's trying to help. You don't want to like disrespect them. You can sort of take off your guards and be like, no, I'm actually done. There's other ways around it. Obviously, if your coach understands that you're not going to have a really good next go, then he'll understand, even though you shouldn't really do that. But still, if he knows you that well, he's like, okay, right, he's taken off his guards, he's done. But there's been times where I haven't really shown that next sort of step, that one last go of giving it actually, like, not playing it safe, still giving it, like, everything. Your coach will know that. They'll go, right, okay, he's actually giving it, like, one more go. But I did that once, and I just gave it one more go, and I followed through. And that was the difference, like, with me actually understanding high bar a lot more. I think that's what helped me win the British high bar. It was those goes. So, and it's such a ironic thing how high bar messed me up with my injury.
Yeah.
And then that's happened at the British, English and British. I think I won high bar, so I was like, wow. That was something that I've always been scared of. I think it's such like an apparatus that is linked to courage and being courageous. That's what my coach always says, just be courageous. And I've had struggles with that. And I think that was something in my gymnastics I needed. Again, my weakness, just going through it. And that's what I did. Went through it. My high bar was up there. Got taken away from me. And then that was the key I needed for my whole gymnastics to like go even further. So I got back into gymnastics again after my wrist injury. Still went through it. I had loads of complications still after when I got back from my injury, but still, made it up there still with high bar. But But yeah, that would be the thing. Yeah, the thing I'll tell myself. Just go all the way through it. Just really do. No matter what happens at the end of it, just you will get the best outcome of it. Give the best income, you will get the best outcome. No matter how bad or good it will be the best of that thing, and then it will help you for the next thing to go into whatever you're gonna do.
Yeah. I mean, when you talk about those like last goes where you just sort of have to give it everything, like you feel like your arms are about to give up, or you just don't sort of feel right. But there's always like an extra 10% that you can give it. There's always a little bit more that you can give it, and sometimes that is just all you need. Like that little bit extra can put you on the bar, can make you understand the apparatus better. Like it could be the make or break, and you never really know. So you have to take every chance you can get. Obviously, that doesn't mean go for it every single time, because sometimes your body is just giving up on you, and you do have to understand that too. But like, I guess it's not giving up too easily, because that can happen much more often than not.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like how would you like to? It's like you end how you'd like to go on. I think. Yeah, you finish how you like to go on. So whether that's just you don't want to be giving up early, like easily, because then you'll go on to the next thing. You've brought that energy onto the next thing. I think that's what it is. So if you just if you give your best on the outgo, even if it's bad or good, you're bringing that to the next thing.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to it, I think. But
yeah. I mean, there are two schools of thought, I suppose, with that. One being, if you're having a bad go and it's just a downward spiral, then sometimes you have to cut it off and then just move on to the next and leave it behind.
Yeah.
But then the other school of thought is that if you are having a good session, want to leave it on a high note, obviously, and then you can bring that with you. But I think one of the main things for me is trying to keep it level, because if I do have those peaks and troughs, like if I have a peak, it will often lead to a trough. Like it will often plummet, I suppose.
Yeah.
So just what I try and do is just try and stay as level as possible throughout the session.
That's it. It's literally that. You can't buy into. Don't buy into what you're doing. Don't buy into what you're doing, because it could. It's like the Bitcoin thing. I don't know what it's called. Trading thing. That trading thing might go up and down. So you just don't know. Just keep it at a steady level. I got told by English. I was really happy to just be there. But then someone said, like, "Oh, you look really tired, Jamie. Like, you're right, Jamie." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm all right." You look really tired. Like, oh my gosh, I haven't even done the competition yet. I looked tired, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
But I didn't buy into it too much, I think. Because then if I'm like, oh yeah, like, I think I'll buy into it. Just know it myself. Buy into it. Think it's going to be great, amazing. I'm like, yeah. And then something might happen. But nah, just steady. I mean, you should show that a little bit sometimes, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you just got to take the emotion out of it as well. Like, taking the emotion out of gymnastics, because it's so easy to get, like you said, for pommels especially, like you can get frustrated very easily. Not just on pommels, on a lot of things, high bar, when you're trying to release over and over again, you just can't get the timing right, or any apparatus really where you're trying to scale, just can't seem to get it right. I can think of countless examples in my head. But just sometimes taking the emotion out, just saying it's just another go. It's not the be all and end all. It's not gonna define how good of a gymnast I am. It's just another go. Sometimes quite helps.
Yeah. Just think of it as another go. Yeah. I think because of how hard that go is going to be as well, I think that really, like, it tests you, I think. So, yeah. I think there's something to that last go as well that can push you a little bit further. Yeah, like we've just talked about. But yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Now that I'll just sort of wrap it up here. But there's one more question.
Oh.
So now that you've been on, now that you've experienced the podcast, who should I get on next?
Nah, I would say Ben Howes.
Don't actually know if I've asked him. That's a good one.
Yeah, Ben Howes. Because he's been part of the
GB program for a very long time.
yeah, and especially I don't know what department he's in now. I don't know what can't remember exactly, but yeah, he's got a gymnast. He's a Olympian,
Yep.
bronze medalist now as well. So I think it's just like he'll have some good stories with as well, knowing Paul Hall and everything.
Yep.
Um,
Coaching with Paul Hall for a very long time as well.
yeah. And maybe Andrei Popov.
I've also asked him, and he said not yet as well. I've asked like all of the like previous national coaches and everything. Like the only national coach that I've had on was Lee, and yet he only did it before he was national coach.
Oh wow!
So we're getting there. We'll get through them all, but it might take a while. But yeah, I'll ask Ben, and I'll see if I can get him on. Should have some cool stuff to talk about at the very least.
Okay.
Before then, thank you very much for coming on. I have very much thoroughly enjoyed it. And I hope you've all enjoyed. Thank you all for listening to the Game of Gymnastics podcast. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.